Alright, we're back. This is attempt number 2 of Mars. The first time I did get wiped, even though Mars has a team of 4. They're all trained up, so the team of 4 can very easily take on a team of 6. I think my encounters last time were not that good. This time, things are doing a lot better. So the team that I'm thinking of bringing is Marshtomp, Mighty Anna, Grotle, Roy. Roy's my nickname, is my lizard. I nicknamed Charmeleon for him, and Pikachu and Bayleaf. These guys, I kind of like leveled them all up to 19 just to see what they would have access to in terms of moves. Nothing extraordinary. I think Charmeleon just has better stats than Ponyta, so I'm opting to not bring Ponyta right now. Trapinch, Diglett, Beldum, not the best stats either. Skorupi, typing-wise, isn't that helpful. So I'm leaving it behind. B-Barrel, also the moves that it has access to, not extremely helpful, so on and so forth. So what I'm currently running is I'm going to have Marshtomp be my lead, and I'm going to use Stealth Rock turn 1, and the reason for this is because it's not going to do anything to the Zubat because the Mars is starting with Zubat. And Bronzor is Steel types. It's going to take reduced damage from Stealth Rock. The reason why I am running Stealth Rock is because of the Yanma, which is a flying bug type, so it'll take ×4 damage, so it'll get set to half health basically once it actually hits the field. So turn 1 I'm going to do this, and then my plan is to, from Marshtomp, then switch into Mighty Anna. I think Mighty Anna should very easily take a hit, and then maybe kill with Thunder Fang here. As an alternative, I also do a Pikachu. Same deal. Could use Spark, likely kill it, but I'm saving Pikachu with Feint for the Yanma because the Yanma is running Detect, so this will make it so that on the turns where it is doing Detect, I can at least do some damage to it and then kill it on the next turn. I have Grotle here as just kind of like a switch-in tank. Its moves haven't changed from when I was fighting Rourke, so it's pretty much the same thing. Bite is going to be helpful against Bronzor. Just because it is also a Psychic type. This will also be good for Bronzor, the Charmeleon Ember. It's the strongest fire move that I have access to at this moment, so Ember should be plenty. Bite is also there, depending on the situation, but Ember, for the most part, is just going to do the most damage. And then Bayleaf, similar setup for when I fought Mars the first time. It's just going to be there to kind of put up screens. Maybe get a Synthesis in, maybe get a Magical Leaf in, but it's just there to be a switch-in tank for me. And that's the overall strategy here. So I plan on putting little screenshots of the Pokemon on Mars's team, like on the screen, so you can see what moves they have and what stats they have. That may or may not happen depending on if I can figure that out or not, but everybody is holding leftovers. I did spend some time farming leftovers on Munchlax's Honey Tree encounters, so I do have all of these, which should be extremely helpful just for the overall survivability of the team, which is wonderful. So I'm going to get right into this. I'll do a little save Rooney right in front of it, just for good luck. And let's see if my plan does actually work or not. So like I said, I'm going to do Stealth Rock first turn. That's fine. Get that set up. It has no way to remove that, so that's great. It'll probably wing attack again. But Mighty Anna also has Intimidate, so it's going to do a lot less damage. Oh, it has Inner Focus, okay. I didn't catch that. So we are confused here. I think it should be okay. Nice, get that out of the way. I'm thinking it's going to go into Yanma here just because I'm a dark type and it's a bug type. So, yeah. Should take half health right here. Perfect. And it's going to use Bug Bite, which shouldn't do that much damage to my Pikachu either. Funnily enough, well, okay, I thought it was defensive enhanced, not specially defensive enhanced, but this should be fine. As long as it's not like a critical hit or anything like that, I think everything should be okay. Okay, it detected first turn. So now it's going to use something. As long as I live, I get to... I can probably just kill it right here. Whoa. Okay, I thought it had Bug Bite, but I was misremembering for Leech Life. So it's likely gonna Leech Life again, or just use some sort of other move. So in this situation, I think going into this would likely be the best option. That's also fine. So it's gonna detect here, but it's not a huge issue either. Okay, it's not. It's also not gonna use Leech Life, which is excellent. This kills it. We got rid of it. It'll probably send out Perugly here, and the reason why I think that is because Bronzor is a Steel type. It's not gonna put itself in a type disadvantageous matchup. So I'm guessing it's going to bring out Perugly. Interesting. So what do I do here? It does have Levitate. If it uses Extra Sensory, I can just kind of dodge it with Mightyena, because Mightyena's Dark type, and it won't take any sort of damage from Psychic type moves. Perfect. So this has a base power of 65, but this has a base power of 60, but it is enhanced by my same type attack boost, which is Stab, so it actually has 90 base power. I think using this is just going to be the better option in terms of doing as much damage as it possibly can. That's fine. We'll heal up a little bit. When we kill this, it's going to send up Perugly because it's the last Pokemon. I'm going to switch out Mightyena so that I can switch into it later for the Intimidate attack reduction, which should help a lot. Perfect. So here, I'm going to switch into Bayleaf, and I'm going to have it set up a Reflect. Assuming it doesn't take a bajillion damage. It shouldn't, because it's probably going to use Fake Out turn 1. I forgot that Perugly has Aerial Ace. That was silly of me. So I can't necessarily stall this thing out. But we do have the Reflect up. What do I have going on for me? You guys are pretty much out. We do have Grotle. I think it's going to be switching into Mightyena, and then maybe a Marshtomp switch in again. Wow, it does no damage. I'm just going to stick with Mightyena for right now. Get some chip damage on this thing. Bite is going to be the best option, because it is running Facade, as you just saw, and so if it does end up getting paralyzed or it does end up getting burned, Facade is going to do double damage, which is the opposite of what I want. That's obviously not ideal either, but I think it's fine. And so one thing that I was learning is that in Gen 4, it is impossible for sleep to last 2 turns. It has to last 3 through 5, which was updated in later generations to 2 to 5, so there was always a chance that you could wake up on the second turn you were slept. In this game, not possible. So Mighty Anna, at the very minimum, will be asleep for 2 more turns, but it shouldn't matter because that's lame. At least I get a free healing turn. It's a plus. But Mighty Anna's ability will still trigger, even though it's asleep. Lowering that attack once again. This is fine. The whole being asleep thing really is super annoying. But unless I get crit here, Mighty Anna should have no problem doing the Intimidate and then taking a hit. I think I'm going to have to switch into Grodel despite the Aerial Ace. That's fine. Grodel is relatively tanky, so even though it is super effective, I don't think it should matter just because I've lowered Per Ugly's attack 3 times. So I'm actually going to curse here as well. This is so annoying. So what cursing is going to do is going to lower my speed. I'm already slower than this thing, but it's going to raise my attack and defense, which is, again, just going to make me tankier. Now I can actually do a little bit more damage because Grodel's attack stat is not as high. So I'm going to Bullet Seed here, unless I get slept. I think we did have an early wake up last time, though, so let's hope we can get the same thing again. Yeah, it's doing no damage. There's turn 2, so next turn there is the possibility that we can wake up. Let's be hopeful that it is a turn 3, not a turn 5 wake up. Nice. Okay, Bullet Seed. We can get 3 hits, 4 hits. It'll... Oh, it has Citrus Berry. Okay, never mind. And obviously the more hits, the better. Probably gonna use Hypnosis. For the love of God, just like dodge it. Okay, it's not. Thank God. Let's get a 4-hitter. There's 2. 3. Come on, let's get a 4-hitter. It's okay. I'm a guaranteed kill next turn unless I fall asleep. It's not gonna sleep me. This is wonderful. Victory. We didn't lose anybody this time. Last time I completely wiped. So now we can actually continue playing the game. See what more this ROM hack has to offer. Let's see, do I get any rewards for this? Probably not. But next, I have to go through the Eternia Forest. I don't think there's any bosses in between now and then. Or on the Nuzlock tracker, it does say that there is one. I have to beat an NPC called Cheryl. So when I get to that point, I will record another video for that boss fight. And then after that, it is Gardenia, which is the grass gym. And I will update you guys on any new encounters that I have. So sit tight.